I'm Missy with Tatas. I'm going to cut some labels for my soaps, bag them up, do the little things I do when I'm packaging my soaps, and you guys could just watch me. The Twilight Woods. It is very floral. Okay, now I'm going to wrap up some lavender. It's really pretty. So this takes me quite a bit to do. So I'll bag them up first and I put them to the side. And then I bag them up and then I start putting the labels on them. And then I always got to check the labels because I've got different labels. Like this one here is for the lavender because it states on there that there's the rose kaolin clay on it. I always have to double check that because my rose, my Victorian rose, also has the rose kaolin clay, but it's also got the charcoal, so it has a different label. So I always have to double check because there have been times where I kind of just quickly read it and mislabeled it, so then I had to go back, take them out, put the right ones in. So I don't have to do that. I always try to double check myself. So I still will hand cut these labels and not use my new brother machine, because these are straight cuts, so it doesn't take me very long to cut them. I mean, it does take me long when I'm cutting all of them, but per sheet, it doesn't take me very long. It's faster cutting them by hand than using my brother label, just because these are straight quick cuts. So by the time I set that up, do the programming and everything that I have to do on the brother, I would already have like 2 or 3 of these cuts. So I'm good cutting these by hand. But those round stickers, boy, that's a rough one. I'm glad I got the brother machine. And I have more of these, but I'm just going to do a few for you guys. Just so you can see. I'm not going to record the whole time I'm doing this because it takes me quite a while. It'll be a long video. And it's just repetitive. I just wanted you guys to see what I do. So now, I usually will do all my soaps, get them bagged up, get them all labeled, make them in stacks, and then this is my next step. So I get my heat gun, fold these over, and I usually will lay about 6 of them in front of me with them folded to the back. And then actually I would pick this up and go throw it away because it'll annoy me with little lavender buds there in the little scraps of paper. But we're going to save time and I'll do that in a minute. There we go, perfect fits. I do have a lot more lavender, so she's the fix I got right here, right now. Okay, and then this is what I do. I'll show it to you real quick. See? Nice and labeled. This is just the way I prefer to keep my soaps, especially because I keep them in my totes when I'm doing the craft fairs and traveling. It just protects them. I really like this. I know there's other ways to do it. I have thoughts of how I want to do some other soaps that, especially when I'm going to be milling them, I have some ideas, but I really like doing this. So being that I already have these labeled, I'm going to go ahead and do these for you guys. And I try to keep the labels straight. I really do. It's more of an OCD thing, but I try. There's another 6. I know a lot of people like to use blow dryers. I've been using a heat gun for years. I love it. It's quick, it's clean. I don't have to fight it and keep the heat on it very long. I have, and you see my hands red, I don't know if you can tell, but I have a high tolerance for heat, so it doesn't bother me one bit. But I prefer the heat gun. In fact, another creator in the area asked me if I use a heat gun. And yes, sir, I sure do. And he likes the heat gun too. And I know why. And you absolutely can take them out of their wrap when you take them home. These love to breathe anyway. There is nothing wrong with them being out in the air. In fact, if you buy several of them and you put them out on your bathroom, I have a rack in my bathroom with all kinds of different soaps. And it smells so good in there. So yeah, you do not have to keep them in the wrap. You can rip them right out of the wrap when you get them home if you want to. It's all up to you. Especially, I try to keep color coded. So I try to stay with, like, rose will always be my black and my rose clay. I'm kind of playing with this one. This is the first time I've made the Twilight Woods. I love the smell of this. So I was like, I'm going to make it into a soap. And eventually I'll do lotion bar with it too. So I kind of went with a dark and a purple, but really, unless it, in the sunlight you could see the purple, but being that it's Twilight Woods, I wanted it more of a darker color. So once you learn kind of what colors I kind of stick to when I make the soaps, especially the soaps that I keep, because I do rotate things in and out, then you'll know, hey, that's the Twilight Woods, that's the cashmere, that's the rose, you know. Then you guys will start to learn the colors like I do. Okay, 3 more. Okay, and then I will set everything on the other side of the table that's done. And then I have my totes that I put them in, and I either go put them on my shelves because I have some where I keep my what would you call it? My overflow of soap. But I have quite a few crafts fairs coming up here in the next 3 weeks. So these are going straight into totes, and I've got about maybe 90 more bars to do this to, and several sheets to cut out for these different scents that I have. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. Have a great rest of your day, your evening, your morning. Until we meet again, ta-ta, peace.